It is a bit of a worry. You know, you worry about your children all of the time. I think certainly with my two going back to school, my little boy just starting, that was my big concern over the summer. I thought all I want is them to have one friend, just one person that kind of brightens their day up when they go in. And I never thought that would consume me so much, but that worry is so real. So I really felt for Lewis in that little piece there. And what a lovely boy Ismayel is, to try to come up with an idea to make everyone feel a bit included. If we were all more like that in schools, gosh, what happy places they could be. It's it's tough for parents, and as they get older, obviously, Nadia.
But
I think like
I think the schools that encourage that and reward that and do on Prize Day, the schools that do that and reward for kindness. And my sister's a teacher, and she's always coming home with so many stories like that of children just doing the loveliest things. And the thing is, what I would say is there is always a lot of worry around friends with kids, friends and your kids, but more often than not, it does sort of settle down, especially with girls. Girls, I think because we're more intense as girls, they can be really difficult. And certainly both my daughters had really difficult times, really difficult times, and I used to get really upset about it. But they've so settled into themselves, and they've both got really great friends that they've really chosen. But I think it does take a bit of navigating with them as well and helping them through it, definitely. I get involved, not with the other mums or other kids, no, don't do that, it's a disaster. I tried that once, it was a disaster. But by just like really listening to them about their friend problems and...
I had a great time at school. I absolutely loved my school years. And when you're young, you don't particularly look around you or think that way about the kids that might not be having such a great time. So when I got older and had kids of my own, like you, when they started at schools, I suddenly noticed the children that maybe weren't... that were, if you turn up a bit early and you see them playing and you see the one in the corner that's just playing on their own. And I remember years ago with one of my daughters, I said, we're going to invite that little girl for tea. And she was like, but she's not one of my friends. She didn't mean it in a horrible way. It was just like... I said, that doesn't matter, we're going to invite her. Because I think if you do that, and then other parents see you doing that, I think as adults, you've got to sort of...
help out a bit. It takes a village, right?
But, particularly with my youngest, Grace, she had one friend who was like her best friend. And it's like you said, if you just got one friend... that sees you through, because if there's other kids that are like, I'm not going to be your friend today, you're like, well, I don't care, because I've got my friend.
That one.
And you just go off and have your day, So
we actually went
minefield.
We actually went to the same school, different times, of course, because you're much younger than me.
Yeah, I had a great
time. Tough school, though.
It was a tough school, but I went to a comprehensive school before I went to stage school, and I remember there were certain girls that probably weren't as popular. I remember this one girl in particular, Katie, she had like a really bad perm. We all had perms back then. And I used to say, come to my house before we go out on a Friday. She used to come early, and this was before hair straighteners. I used to set the iron on, and I used to put her head on the ironing board and put a wet tea towel on her hair and straighten her hair with the iron. And it's like, I wanted to do anything to, like, include her and make her feel popular and beautiful and part of the gang, And I just look back on those memories, like, I can't bear the thought of people, like, not being a part of the gang or feeling excluded. Oh, it's the worst thing.
It's the worst thing.
But it's like little Ismayel said there, if you find it's either the friend that gets you through school or the thing. And if you're good at something or you enjoy something, so they start that chess club, and he joins the chess club and then is good at it, that will see him through. And he'll find his tribe, as they call it, in school, don't they?
People, when I was growing up, didn't have a choice whether they were going to be my tribe, because I was like... my mum said when she was first taking me to nursery, she'd pick me up every day and go, it hasn't happened yet, it hasn't happened yet. She didn't know what I was talking about. And then one day I came out and I said, it's happened, I found her. Mum's like, OK. She goes, and she's my proper friend. And it was Sally Sharp, if she's around. And we were friends for years after that. I just knew. And I still do this now at 60. Like, if I decide I want to be somebody's friend, I'm going to make them be my friend. And I've always done that. And it's like...
And what if they in any way resist? What happens?
No, because if I really like you, that means you will like me, because I couldn't really like you but you just don't know me yet. You know what I mean? And so I do, and I've made loads of friends like that with people that first thought I'm really annoying, which I am as well. I am annoying, first of all, but I get better after time.
But that's lovely confidence, really, I suppose, even as a little child.
Weird, isn't it?
No, but that's what a nice thing. I think that's perseverance. That's a lovely thing. And there'd be lots of
I think it's just a really strong instinct that I've still got today. It's like when I know, I know. And when I don't like somebody, I absolutely listen to it because it's there for a reason.
Yeah.
My husband was on the train and this girl came running up to him. She was like, Jeremy, I'm Kelly's best friend. And he was like looking at her like, I've been with Kelly for 10 years, I don't know who you are. And he came home and he was like, this girl came up to me on the train and she said she was your best friend. And I was like, that's Danielle. And like we were at school together. And even now, like, you know, we're in our 40s.
That's so cute.
She still considers me her best friend. Hi, Danielle. I haven't seen her for a long time. But yeah, and I just thought that was so sweet. I don't think you ever forget your childhood friends,
Absolutely,
do you?
that's it. Those relationships are so important when you find your one, or if it's forced upon you, either way.
So cute.